Hey, what is going on, Pokemaniacs? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Lucario Man, your host, and today I bring you week number 5 of the Pokemon Ultra Draft League. Unfortunately for me, during the battle on week number 4, I tasted defeat against Nova X Blader. Like, I was just not expecting the Bastiodon to come in as the Terra Captain, and that really caught me by surprise. And that's basically what gave my opponent the win, it's just that surprise factor. And so for this battle, I'm facing the Slowpokes, and the coach is a Praetor. And before we go into team preview, if you guys are enjoying these battles, go ahead and leave a like down below and subscribe to the channel. Now let's go into team preview.
Oh, I'm unbeatable. Walking down this endless highway, nothing but my friends beside me. We'll never give in, we'll never rest. Advanced battle is the ultimate test for me.
Alrighty, so two things to highlight is that I made changes to my team. I had to drop Lucario, unfortunately, and I also dropped Tornadus because Tornadus and Mandibuzz basically had the exact same role, and Lucario was just not doing anything positive like during his battles. And having 3 fighting types in one team was just not ideal. I really needed a dragon and the dark type, and Hydreigon basically filled that spot perfectly. And alrighty then, so here is my opponent's team. So he has the Galarian Slowking, the Meowscarada, the Dragonite, the Hitron, the Rhyperior, the Hisuian Zoroark, the Mimikyu, the Araquanid, the Glaceon, the Magcargo, and the Hitmontop. Alrighty then, 4 key points about my opponent's team. One is that it's not really good because 5 of my opponent's Pokemon outspeed my Breloom. So the Heatran, the Dragonite, the Mimikyu, the Hisuian Zoroark, and the Meowscarada. So I don't think I'm gonna be bringing my Breloom to this battle. Point number 2 is that my opponent has 2 Pokemon weak to Dark, being the Hisuian Zoroark and the Galarian Slowking. Point number 3 is that my opponent has 2 Pokemon weak to ground ×4, the Magcargo and the Heatran, which means that he's only going to be bringing 1. And it's also important to highlight that the Magcargo is a possible Terra Captain. And the 4th point is that 4 Pokemon are weak to Rock type. So those are the let's see. So the Glaceon, the Dragonite, the Araquanid, and the Magcargo. Now that I mentioned those 4 key points, let's go ahead and guess what my opponent's team is going to be. So I think he's going to bring the Rhyperior for sure. So far in the league, Rhyperior has the highest kill count with a total of 11 kills and only 2 deaths. So that's actually pretty cool. Now Rhyperior is a Terra Captain, and I've seen my opponent use all 3 of the of the Terra types, the ground, the grass, and the flying so far, so it's gonna be very hard for me to guess which one he will bring. Additionally, I'm gonna guess that he's gonna also bring the Hisuian Zoroark, just because it brings that trickster, you know, where like you don't know if you're facing like Rhyperior, the Hitran, or if it's indeed the Hisuian Zoroark. So additionally, I'm going to guess that my opponent will bring the Hitran. For the Hitran, I have to be very careful because he can be like the special defensive Hitran, or he can be the special attacker Hitran. Now, one Pokemon that's gonna pair up very well with the Hisuian Zoroark will be the Araquanid, because he can trick me into believing that he's gonna go for the Hisuian Zoroark, but he can actually go for the Araquanid and set up the Sticky Web. Two more Pokemon that I think he's gonna be bringing are the Dragonite, you know, because he's Dragonite, why wouldn't you bring it? And the Meowscarada. And so yeah, I think that's gonna be my opponent's team. Now, with 4 Pokemon being weak to Rock, like I previously discussed, my Cleaver will be important in this battle for sure. So I'm having a hard time picking a Terra Captain. So if I go for the Hisuian Typhlosion, I have to be very careful about the switches, because my opponent can choose to go for the Hitran or the Macargo. Additionally, if my opponent doesn't Terra the Rhyperior can also resist an Eruption. And the Dragonite also does resist Fire-type moves. But if I bring my Mausehold, he can go down fairly quickly, and the Hisuian Zoroark will be immune to the Population Bomb, and the Heatran will resist the Population Bomb. So I will choose my Terra Captain later on. So I think another Pokemon that will be very important on my team will be the Mandibuzz. So it's gonna be very important for me to use the knockout on Dragonite, because it can be the weakness policy. I don't believe I will have Toxic on it, at least I'm not entirely sure just yet. But for sure, he will have the knockoff. So if my opponent decides to bring a Rhyperior with the Terra type flying, which I believe it's what he's going to do, I think it's very important for me to bring my Item Boulder, because he can hit very hard, and he does outspeed for sure the Rhyperior. Additionally, I think the Item Boulder can hit just about any Pokemon on my opponent's team. So I think it will be, these 3 Pokemon so far are going to be very, very important. Another thing that I'm going to be putting on Mandibuzz is the U-turn, which will give me a pivoting point. And I think it's very important to also highlight that my Cleaver does outspeed all the Pokemon on my opponent's team, with the exception of 3. The Meowscarada, the Hisuian Zoroark, and the Mimikyu. Okay, so far I have 2 physical attackers, so I think it is a good time to pick a special attacker. I don't see many answers to a Hydreigon. The only thing is that the Meowscarada can learn the Play Rough. Yeah, so indeed, the Miascarada can learn the play rough, and I also have to be very careful and keep track of the typing of the Miascarada because it does have the protein ability, with which changes the Pokemon's typing. Okay, so I'm debating really hard between the Gengar and the Hydreigon. I feel like it'd be good to bring the Gengar because if I bring it Focus Sash and then go for a Destiny Bond, it can kill the Rhyperior for sure. But I also want to bring the Hydreigon. Only two Pokemon outspeed the Hydreigon, the Hisuian Zoroark and the Meowscarada. So I think I will bring the Hydreigon here. Alrighty then, so for the Terra Captain, I decided to go for the Mausehold because after a Tidy Up, I can get a one-hit knockout with the Bite on the Hisuian Zoroark. I only have to be very careful with the Rocky Helmet users. And last but not least, I'm going to bring the Gengar because I feel like it gives me a wider variety of moves. You know, I can use the Taunt, I can go for the Will-O-Wisp, I can just use it as a special attacker, I can do the Destiny Bond. There's just so many things I can do with the Gengar. So it seems like my two new additions will be making their debut. So we'll see how it goes in the battle. And without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the battle now. Alrighty then guys, here we are. So it seems like my opponent is bringing the Hisuian Zoroark along with the Rhyperior. He's not bringing any fire types, which is quite unfortunate. But it is what it is. I'm gonna start with the Mandy Rose because I can always go for the you know, I can go for a U-turn. Alrighty then guys, so here's the Brawn Breaker. Okay, hopefully this is the Hisuian Zoroark. I'm gonna go for a knockoff here. Alright, yep, that was the Zoroark. Let's see what my opponent is gonna bring here. Oh wow, there's the Rhyperior. Okay, there you go. Out goes the Rocky Helmet. That's pretty good. Right here, should I? Alright, screw it. Let's go for a Toxic. Hopefully I won't miss it. Oh, Rock Slide. Right off the bat. Alright, that's pretty good. Alright, I do not miss the Toxic. That's pretty good. And this is my opponent's Terra Captain. Alright, let's go for the Roost. I hope it doesn't get in. Okay, there's another Rock Slide. Oh, does he get the crit? Oh, no, he does not. I'm gonna go for the Armageddon here because I think my opponent might go for a let's see, maybe a Rock Polish, and I can always take advantage of that because I have the mirror item. Yeah, let's go for the Armageddon. Let's go for a Dark Pulse here, or actually. Yeah, I'm gonna go for a Dark Pulse because I don't want to risk going. Actually, yeah, let's go for the Earth Power. Let's see how much this will do. Alright, so that is enough to. Oh, and I do get the critical hit. So that's enough to get the first knockout on my opponent, and that was my opponent's Terra Captain, so it's actually looking really good for me right here. Okay. So I think this is my opponent. I think my opponent is gonna go for the U-turn here. I'm gonna go for my Tyrion because I think I can resist. Alright, here's the Tyrion. Oh, triple axle, pro team. 2 and 3. Wow, that is a lot of damage. And keep in mind, my opponent is a ice type right now. So let's go for the Stone Axe. Oh, I resist. Wow. Wow, that is really good for me. That is really good. And I get the Stealth Rock out. Alright, here comes the Booker T. Oh, it's the Hitmontop. My opponent wants to go for the let's see, what should I do? Let's go for another Stone Axe, I guess. Or should I switch and go for the Gengar? I don't want to do that because I would risk the losing the Focus Sash. I'm just gonna go for another. I'm gonna go for the Trailblaze. All right, that doesn't do a lot of damage, but that's fine. Oh, he does not go for the Rapid Spin. That's interesting. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for the Gengar right here. I'm gonna go for the Sludge Wave because I don't want to risk him switch into the Hisuian Zoroark. So let's go for the Sludge Wave. Uh-oh. Wow, he does have the Sucker Punch. That's pretty good. Alright, but down goes the Hitmontop. Alright, here comes the Sky Pokemon. Oh, it's the Zoroark. Alright, he does. Let's see. Who is fat? I think we're both equally. Yeah, I think we have the same speed. I'm gonna go for. Let's see. I'm gonna preserve my Gengar and go for the Armageddon, I guess. Yeah, sure. Let's do that. Alright, that doesn't do a lot of damage. Let's go for the Dark Pulse here. Wow, Brick Break. I was not expecting the Brick Break right there. My opponent still has the Mimikyu. That's about the only other Pokemon that I'm concerned for. Okay, let's see. Let's go ahead and break the disguise. Drain punch, wow. I wonder if my Terrakion can leave a let's see. Alright, let's go for Los Garcia here. I might be able to, let's see, let's go for the bite. Oh, that doesn't do much. Oh, he's gonna sword stance. Oh, I'm gonna go for the encore. Alrighty then, I think I'm in a really good position here. There you go. Encore. Sword stance once again. Alright, let's go for the tidy up and then bite. Or should I bite again? Yeah, let's bite. Oh, he's gonna withdraw. I should have gone for the tidy up. Alrighty then, I think I'm in a really good position here. There you go. Encore. Sword stance once again. Alright, let's go for the tidy up and then bite. Alright, here comes the Bray Wyatt once again. He's gonna get that residual damage. I think he's gonna go for the here, let's go for the bite. He's really gonna go for the drain punch. Yeah. How much is that gonna give him? Oof, quite a lot, honestly. Alright, let's go for the bite again. Alright. So I should be able to live one Shadow Sneak. And the Mighty Cleave should be enough to get the knockout here. Alright, here's the Terrakion. Alright, let's go for the Mighty Cleave. Alright. Oh, and that's a critical hit. Wow. Alright, guys. So that's a win for me, guys. Alrighty, so that was the battle, guys. With this win, it puts my record in a 3 wins and 2 losses, which it's actually not that bad for my first draft league. So I do want to thank Ape Prater, my opponent, for this week. And let's go over some of the key moments for this battle. So the first key moment in the battle was precisely this one when I went with the when I decided to use the Earth power against the Rhyperior, and that actually got the knockout. More than likely thanks to the critical hit. So that was one important moment in my battle. Okay, so another key moment in the battle was when my opponent, for some reason, decided to go for the Sucker Punch with the Meowscarada against my Tyrion. The Meowscarada outspeeds the Cleaver for sure, so the triple axle would have gotten the knockout for sure on the Cleaver, and the Stealth Rock would have never been out. And the third key moment was when my opponent decided to go for the triple axle again instead of a rapid spin. I think a rapid spin would have been better for my opponent because it would have gotten rid of the Stealth Rock and it would have gotten a speed boost. But without a doubt, I think the most important moment, perhaps what actually gave me the win, was when my opponent went for the sword stance with the Mimikyu. That actually gave me the opportunity to utilize the encore and lock my opponent's Pokemon into the sword stance. So at that moment, my opponent must have thought, oh, okay, like that's the win for Lucario, man, because he was basically forced to retreat his Mimikyu, put in the that Dragonite, get the Stealth Rock damage, which breaks the ability, and he knew that my Mausehold outspeeds the Dragonite, so thanks to the Terra Normal, the Population Bomb was able to just get the knockout right away on the Dragonite. And yeah, guys, that's the battle. I do hope you guys have a really good rest of your week. Take care. See ya!